Hey all, as you can see, I made some changes. So, I'm hooking this up with my sim racing page on Facebook, and starting an off-season league called Phoenix Racing Series, or FRS. I would have called it something different, but Facebook had some issues, as Facebook seems to always have issues lately. So it's Phoenix Racing Series. Today I'm just doing a video for Charlotte, the Heat 5 career mode. Testing out a little bit of a new setup. Let's see what we got. Come along.
Alright, man. You're coming to the green. Be ready here. Hammer down. Green's down. Got a car high now. Alright. Clear outside. Careful. Still there. Still there. Car there on the outside.
I don't know if it would hold, so I kind of pedaled it.
You got room. You're clear.
Same thing here, but we're going for it. Yes, it held. Cool. It's encouraging. These AI cars are fast. I think I'd call that a change from Heat 4. I mean, I always had them on like Legend and 105 speed, but I think it actually means they're a little bit faster in Heat 5. Look at that.
Careful. Still there.
They're right there with me. I'm just seeing what this thing has setup wise. I was a little tight in practice. Now here I'm a little bit loose.
Car there on the
Okay.
outside.
That could be a problem later. But the stages are short.
Careful. Still there.
So hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. We'll make an adjustment on the pit stop. See, look at that.
Careful.
They're right there with me. Woo. Yeah. Still way aero dependent. See, he goes high and makes me get out of the gas because I would drift up to about where that black sign is, but he's there. So see, I think they're being a little bit smarter in Heat 5. So I kind of like gotta be a little aggressive
You got room. You're
and
clear.
send it there. See if I can do the same thing here.
That's fast. Stay on the bottom. Top three, use it if you need it.
And I got them. Well, they might start out faster, but I think they slow down just about the same. But I know if I make a mistake, they'll go right by me, so let's see how we go out front here. Not bad. So I made two changes. One was the right front camber change. The other one was adding a ½ pound to the right rear. So I will back the air out at the pit stop and see if that helps the little bit of looseness. Because, you know, I can't change camber during a race, so. And I'm pulling away. So I think we have a better setup. Because I believe I had to wait till after halfway through a run in order for the setup to come in. And then it would go away too quickly. So I think we got a much better balance here. I like it. And the tire pressures actually don't look too bad, but I had to pedal it there. Major loose off. even though I'm just a little bit loose off. That half pound will probably take care of that, I hope. If not, we'll have to make some more adjustments next time around. Offline adjustments. But I can hold on to it for now. Looks like it's good enough for career mode, so. And sometimes I notice with my setups lately on Heat 4 too, you get to like halfway through a run when you burn off about half the fuel, and the setup gets weird for a couple laps, and then it settles down. So I'm wondering, you know, if that's all that is. I mean, I know there's only 4 laps to go. I'm looking at how many laps of gas. This is what, 10 laps in, almost halfway through a run, and I had that weird lap, and see, it switched over. It got a little bit tight, which is why I put the extra half pound in it. It was a little bit too tight at the end of a run, and now it's not loose. In fact, it's swung tight. There's only 3 laps left to the stage, so this is fine for the stages, but I wonder about the longer run. We'll have to see in the 3rd stage. Yeah, it's sliding up a little. The right side tires have worn down. I gotta change my line in there. Oh, I lost a couple tenths. That's good. Yeah, work better here. And like 2% difference on the right sides, that's not a big deal. As long as it doesn't act significantly different. Too loose or too tight.
White flag, dig, driver.
Well, we'll see how it does on the long run. It feels a little bit light. Not bad. A little bit better since I changed the line. Let's see, 3%.
Won that stage. Way to go, driver.
So that's tight. So it's not really saying, oh, take out, you know, some air pressure. It's saying add some air pressure, but I think we'll be okay. Let's got a seat. Yeah, we'll leave it alone. Let's see how it does out front from the start.
We're going green.
It took a couple laps, starting in 5th.
All right, you're clear there.
Gears is still good. Look at that. Been running 3-gear setups, but I have a 4-gear setup in here because if I sim this race, a 3-gear setup won't be as fast. That wasn't bad. It's short. The second stage is always a couple laps shorter because the laps under yellow count. So, like, as soon as the green flag drops for the stage, as the green checker flag drops for the stage end, you're starting the second stage. So if it's typically it's 2 laps. So if you know the stage is X amount of laps, you can take off 2 laps of the second stage. If you're figuring, you know, I don't know, strategy. That was a good lap. Hell yeah, that was my fastest lap so far. I wasn't even paying attention. Cool. It's a little looser though. Now, it started off like this last time, right? So about 10 laps in, which is, what was 11 laps? Yeah. I'm not going to really be able to see here, so I took less fuel. Yep, see, there's that. Must hit that fuel mark because it felt like it was going to get real loose there. So you just started to equalize. Yeah, it seems to be, you know, since it's starting to happen more, I'm paying attention to it. Seems to be as soon as you get that weird lap, and then like boom, you must have hit that halfway mark on the fuel, and it changes the handling. So as you can see now, I'm a little bit tight. See how it flipped? Literally like flipping a switch. It'd probably be more realistic to be a little bit more gradual, but it's cool that they figured that in. But it also makes it a little bit harder. So that's starting to slide a little bit. Also, I think it's they're simulating the race into darkness, and it got darker the second stage than the first stage, so track can get a little bit less grippy. Because the tire compound that they're simulating NASCAR is using is gets a little slipperier when there's more rubber down. It's not bad though. Just gotta watch it and drive a little different line, which I'm really not doing because I'm so far out in the lead, I'm not really paying attention.
Time to go, this time by.
And yes, all these setups were transferred over from Heat 4. And, you know, like for career mode here, I ran practice in, I forgot to take a picture of it, so I know what I did. I ran practice in in career mode, and I ran a race here already, or 2, and made adjustments based on that. The thing I still can't stand about career mode is that you can't transfer your setups out. You have to be in that, you know, scheduled for that race in that series, or else you can't even look at what you had in there. So that's a huge flaw to me, because I know a lot of guys work on, you know, the setups here like I do the career mode, and then they might get online. And, you know, if you don't have your career mode set to like the highest difficulty level, it makes it difficult to transfer. But even at the highest difficulty level, and I'm not talking dumb things, I'm talking about speed. You know, like Legend AI and 105 speed rating are the 2 main things. When you get online, guys are so much faster than you. Not everybody, but the fast guys are so much faster than you. You feel like, well, what the hell am I even bothering going online for? It's a little bit of a culture shock kind of thing. That's why I do practice like this, and these career modes are practice modes. You know, I'm working up and seeing what the quirks are between Heat 5 and Heat 4, what the setups need. I think there's more speed in all 3 series. Truck and Xfinity have the same rules as they did in Heat 4, but there's more speed. Tracks are different. They're a little bit better, more suited to a little bit faster setup, it seems. So I'm exploring that, and Cup is 100 more horsepower in the low horsepower package, and that'll get you more speed right off the bat. But that also means you got to adjust your setup so the higher speed, right front into the turns, right rear off. So, you know, I understand, you know, 100 horsepower, that's going to require you to adjust your setups to get the base one. The Heat 4 works. You just gotta, you know, adjust them a little bit. Actually, for Cup, I'd recommend a complete, you know, redoing because of the horsepower difference. Okay, see? So it gets tight, but it's loose. It's weird. That's one little security built in there. Let's try that. See how bad that can get. Now we got a full tank of gas. We have a potential green flag pit stop, though in career mode, if you have any kind of mechanical failure on, you typically get one caution. We haven't had a caution yet, so we'll probably have a caution in this third stage. And it's going to be, what, 34 laps, 35 laps. And we got, what, 23 laps of gas, which is usually more like 22 for my setups. So, about 12, 13 lap pit stop, shorter run. So anything that this thing does late in the run, I probably won't experience in that short pit stop if it goes that way. And if I start having major issues with the change I made, then I can always short pit once I'm in the pit window. 23 laps to go, 22 laps to go. Yeah, but it's very stable. You just gotta kind of, like, you know, drive it right. Which I'm learning is, you know, not everybody drives like me, which is causes some issues at times, and that's okay. If you like, you know, if I put a setup out there, I have some setups out in my YouTube page under the playlist setups. I put some setups out there that basically, you know, a starting point, get you going, and, you know, so you can, you know, get through a run without losing your tires for the most part, and, you know, you can drive it, you know, easy. But I mean, I give out some setups to some good drivers, and they can't drive it. Say it sucks, it's terrible, it's too loose, it's too tight, too this. You know what? Sometimes it's your driving style. Sometimes it's also your settings. My like, I use a wheel first of all. So if you're using a controller, that can be a big difference in how you drive, because a controller will kind of make you drive, you know, a little bit differently. I don't know how you drive on a controller personally. I've been on a wheel for over 20 years. Once I got on, I'm never going back. Yep. And I started on a keyboard, so, you know, for those of you who watch my videos, you know, yeah, that was a long time ago. But anyway, so, you know, if my setup doesn't work for you, you know, get with somebody, get somebody else's setups, try a few, and try to find the one that's best for you. You know, I make setups to win races. Not necessarily stages, but races. And to me, if you got a setup that goes a whole fuel run and you can drive it, even barely drive it at some tracks, because some tracks are very hard, and you got speed in it and you can maintain good speed, that puts you in a position to win, as opposed to, say, a stupid fast setup that burns your tires up and you have to pit 5 laps earlier than everybody else. You know, because there is speed in those, you know, those setups, but I mean, if I put you a lap down over the course of a third stage, then what chance do you have of winning? Because I didn't have to pit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I almost think the second place guy is faster than he was in the first and second stages. Is he closing on me? Well, that's gonna suck. Yeah, he's fast. Okay. Well, I'm gonna need more adjustments to this setup. I'm gonna have to pay attention to driving if I don't want him to pass me. But I'm not really concerned if he passes me here. I'm kind of concerned of how fast, how far away he gets from me. Because we do have to make a pit stop. And as always, since they changed Heat 4 and Heat 5 is just the same in this respect, wear on the tires and aerodynamic. You know, when the tires get worn like this, you really don't want to be racing too hard the way they have it set. Because, you know, one little tap, one little mistake, and you can easily find yourself wrecking. That was good. I had grip. Probably could have raced them a little harder there, but, you know, I'm trying to win a race. I let it drift up too much. Couldn't get back into gas as quick. It's going to be harder to hold on to them in the draft, which I probably need. See, those little moments can make a big difference in your race. Whoa, I got on the gas a little bit early and trying to catch up, but he's got more grip than me, and now I got 1% aero damage. It's going to cost me on a green flag pit stop. Cost me on a yellow pit stop too. So that's surprising. See, he came out of nowhere, which is actually kind of more realistic if you think about it. Because, you know, I race with guys and, you know, they have trouble early or whatnot, and then all of a sudden you're there fighting them for a win in the third stage. And that's cool, because that's a little bit more realistic. So that's another change. You know, the more you race Heat 5, the more you kind of see some differences over Heat 4. And that's a positive difference. Because thinking like, oh, I beat him in stage 1, beat him in stage 2, and then you get into stage 3 thinking you're going to beat him again, and all of a sudden you got a surprising challenge to deal with, which is racing. You know, you're racing one guy the whole race, and at the end of the race, all of a sudden you're racing somebody else. And that's life. Wow, he is faster than me. Should I short pit early? No, I don't think so, because he's faster. He's faster near the halfway mark. Best to stay out and pit either with him or maybe hopefully a couple laps after him. Let's see what he does. And then if caution comes out, well, that'll change everything, but at least I know who to watch out for. Wow, he's fast. It's like a tenth or two faster, probably 2/10. Now he's going to get in traffic. I might be able to catch up to him. Which, if it's a green flag pit stop, that'll work to my favor. But you know what it also means? It means I'm probably not as fast as I think I am. Yeah, that's not something you really want to, you know, find out, but I mean, you do want to find it out, but because then you can do something about it. If you don't know about it, think you're fast and you're not that fast, well, that can be embarrassing. See how he's getting held up? Oh yeah, I can't go all the way on tires. I remember I go down to 3 laps.
Careful, still there. Clear high, bud.
Ah, name a check.
Stay out the bottom. You're all clear up top there.
See, I'm still tight.
Your tires are getting pretty bad.
Oh shit.
Clear all around there. Alright, you're clear there.
So they allowed me to pull in on Creed. I might actually be a little bit faster than him, but with the wear on the tires.
Gotta take care of the tires.
So now you see why I added the air pressure in the right rear. I might need a camber adjustment too. But you can't do that in a race. I'm gonna pit this time. I probably could make around another time, but either way, I have a good
Watch those tires.
finish working up. Oop.
Drop your speed, driver.
That'll work. See, one more lap will work better. So I start out loose, 16 laps. Let's try a quarter. Probably won't do anything, but gotta try.
Alright, now stick. Outside. City car just ahead. You got room, you're clear there.
That's also good on your in and out laps to be as fast as you can. It's hard on old tires, but it's easier on fresh tires because you can gain a little. Now the AI, I was slow on my in lap, as you saw.
Clear low, bud.
But the AI make perfect laps all the time, so it's a good thing to practice.
Just ahead. You got room, you're clear there.
I'm gonna be held up by these guys. It's not their fault, but
Watch that car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's going to be pitting.
and it wasn't Natalie Decker, it was Ankrum. Yeah, felt that because I was all out of shape because I couldn't get in the way I want. Totally screwed that lap up. But the good news is that I got the lead. And it's not Sheldon Creed behind me, so... Oh, it is Sheldon Creed. Oh well, so I'm screwed. 'Cause I probably won't be able to hold them off to the end. The gap hasn't stabilized yet. There it is. 11 laps, yeah. I don't know. Just try to make these the best 11 laps. Try not to get held up too much. Lap traffic. Self is going to screw me up here.
Careful, still there. Clear low.
But every truck I pass, Creed has to pass to get by me. I forgot to fix my damage. That's probably not a bad thing at this point.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
It's like these guys are... I'm hitting these guys at exactly the worst points all the way around the track. Well, that wasn't too bad.
You're clear all around, man.
Well, 2/10, that's not bad, but there's 8 laps to go. That's 1.6 seconds. That's if he continues to gain 2/10 each lap. But he's got some lap traffic to go through, I believe, and I'm a little bit clear here. But again, the goal is to put as many guys between me and him, anticipating a late run. Ooh, he got stuck. Good. See, there's a big gap where he can, if he gets past those cars behind me, that he can close in on me. So I need to get past these guys up front here. There's going to be a caution. He's not going to pit. I'm going to be at a disadvantage, but maybe it's a dream ride checker, and maybe I'll be able to hold him off. Well, wish me luck. Yep, there he is, right next to me. I wish it would tell you how many laps when you get to this part before you cross the start-finish line. 3. That's that much harder. I gotta remember I'm not on fresh tires.
White flag, next time by.
He's catching me already. He's gonna get me. You hear how much it bogged down there? He's here. All I can do is make it hard for him. Battling back to the flag here, so we're gonna do a different line, but I'm still too little grip. I can't let him get under me.
Got one down low now.
No, I don't.
Clear low there.
I got him. See how much I had to slow down?
Great teamwork. Nice job. Checker
But it
flag.
did it, just. Oh. Good, 105. Well, at least it's fast. But see, I'm gauging it on, against the AI, you know, because driving against the AI, I mean, it was easy to pass everybody except Creed. Creed was the one and only in the third stage, unless he was buried in the pack and didn't get up front until the third stage. You know, 90 grand. It's cool. So we got like a one race lead, almost. It's good. That was a good lap. Didn't expect it. Wasn't going for it. Those are always the best ones. No, I don't have any extra grip or better gas mileage or whatever the hell. It's just times two wear and 50%. I'll show you my settings like I do always at the end of the videos. So I'm trying to, you know, gauge what to do, where to be, what to expect, etc. Cool. More money, more better. Yep. Unless it's Daytona or Talladega, I've been simming the Xfinity Cup races because they're not 100% yet. Here's my settings. We'll end the video here. Yeah. Strict yellow. See, normal. DNF's disabled. Full damage. Legend. Yeah, rivals are irrelevant. I like my cockpit wheel. And driving. See, no driving aids. They just slow you down. Everything normal. Just the skill range wide because that's more, you know, realistic. I don't really know what this does. Oh, how much high, high. So it makes it so you get out of shape more when they hit you. I guess that's more difficult, I would think. See, normal. Everybody's normal except for infrequent. You can turn it off, but that takes all the, you know, realism out of it. Yeah, you typically get more in the truck series, but that gets to be a pain in the ass, actually. Especially if you're trying to learn something. You know, running it out full on old tires, how it handles on old tires will tell you the most. Well, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. If you have any comments, I will get back to you. And as always, keep rolling.